photograph of herself buried in the sofa where her son with special needs once used to sit. That's the picture Luz Marina uses to represent the murder of her child by the military, who then presented him as a guerrilla in order to boost combat kill rates. Her case has been declared a crime against humanity and 6 soldiers convicted, but her struggle won't stop.
As mothers, wives, and sisters, we minimally need to know the truth on what happened, but what I see is that the responsibility is always attributed to the insurgency, while the government, the state, and the military leadership are not really willing to acknowledge the huge human rights violations that they have perpetrated.
Luz Marina is part of the so-called Mothers of Soacha, 19 mothers of young Colombians who are among the over 5,000 murdered by soldiers in what is known as the false positive scandal. The photographer behind the pictures of the mothers is Carolina, who explains the purpose of these symbolic images.
We seem not to be aware that in Colombia we live above a mass grave, and that's the reason why I use soil in my work to represent the burials of victims, in this case of the sons of these mothers who were not just disappeared and executed, but also their identities were attempted to be erased.
Along with the symbolic representation of the mothers of Soacha are also the portraits of hundreds of victims of state crimes, everything carefully displayed at the campus of a public university.
I cannot imagine the sorrow that the families of each of these persons had to pass through. It is certainly despairing. I believe we students should be the critical conscious and make visible what happens within our society. We must acknowledge our dead as really valuable people that didn't give their lives in vain.
In the wake of the current peace process, the historical memory of the armed conflict and its victims has emerged as a key element for peace construction. This is one step on that direction. NATALIA MARGARITA, teleSUR, Bogotá.